Hello everybody. Today I think I have maybe my most controversial video yet, but also I think my most provable video, where if you take all bias and completely look at it objectively with common sense, you will see very, very clearly that this is true. Santa Claus was created by Satan, is used by the Satanists, and is been invented to develop and further his agenda. And this has been maybe the most effective and relevant scheme in our society ever. That is Santa Claus. So, let's get started. There is a lot of evidence to support this claim. So, first of all, his name is Satan. Santa Claus is a direct abbreviation, or whatever it's called when you mix the letters around, of Satan. If you take the N after San and put it at the end, so take the N, S-A-N, and move it to the end of the word, it spells out Satan. Moving one letter spells out the word Satan. I'm sure everyone in their life sometimes has noticed this, like, oh, Santa and Satan have the same words. It's just not a coincidence. There are no such things as coincidences in Lucifer's design. There are no coincidences. Either for the fun of mockery or because they have to. More and more I think it just might be mockery, which is ironic since we discover so many truths of Lucifer from his mockery. He put his name inside of Santa. That should be it. That should be it. But there's so much more. Santa Claus. Satan's claws. Spell claws differently, and it's the claws. Satan's claws. Santa Claus. He comes into your house through your chimney, which is where fire comes from. He appears through fire. He is summoned through fire. Okay, there's some parallels. If he doesn't like you, what do you get in your stocking? Stalking, as he's stalking you. That's why he's always watching, whether you're asleep or he sees you while you're sleeping. He knows while you're awake, because Satan's always watching, stalking you. And what does he put in your stocking if he doesn't like you? Coal. What is coal? I don't know, burnt stuff. It's like when something is completely burnt, it is burnt to coal, like the pits of hell. Burnt to coal. And where does he appear? Through the fire, to give you fire. He appears through fire, and you receive fire. All of this parabolas, whatever, to hell. He rides a sleigh. Why is it called a sleigh? Because he slays you. And he rides it with horned animals. Boom. Right there are all, it took me all in 10 minutes what I could come up with. His name is Satan's Claus. He rides a sleigh driven by horned animals. He gives you coal after he appears through your chimney, fire and fire. He puts it in your stockings. Why are they called stockings? I don't know. They are. He's always watching you. And that's not all. Now, those are all the direct mockings in our faces. But that doesn't tell us why. Why is this invented? Well, there's two big reasons. Here's one that's interesting also. Santa Claus was invented by Coca-Cola. I'm sure the theory of Santa was before, but the big fat guy with the red and white thing who goes ho ho ho, Santa Claus, was invented by Coca-Cola. Now, hopefully if you're in this channel, you're aware that all of the major companies are run by Satan, and Coca-Cola, as one of the biggest of all time, of course, and they've been around for a long time. Of course, they've been run by Satan for a long time. And not directly, but by the people who worship him. He runs all of this. The Luciferians. They run it all. They have all the money. Because Satan gives you gifts of this world. You know, if you join his team and sell your soul, he will give you everything you want in this world. So he gives you all the power. So all the people with the power got it from him. Because God doesn't give you power. God gives you the more power than Satan ever could, but not power over other people, power over yourself and in yourself, not power over the material world. So Coca-Cola invented him in the 1800s, and back when they invented him, they actually put cocaine in their products, and he was used originally largely as a marketing tool, which means that Santa was first invented to push drugs. If you kind of think about it, they put drugs in their product. He was invented to push their product. So that's just a little ironic thing there. But here are the two main reasons why he would be created. First of all, materialism. What is the most materialistic aspect of celebration? Is the gifts. Christmas is known as every kid as a time they get a bunch of things, which they love because they're toys and new Spider-Man action figures, but it's materialism. Kids wait around all year and get so excited and have magical moments based on materialism because the magic of the seasons changing and all of the lore and Santa Claus and Christmas songs and cookies and just Christmas is a special time. Everyone loves Christmas. But it's all focused on the pinnacle, yes, of getting together with your family. And you learn that as you grow. But when you're 5, let's be honest, you care about the toys more. At least every 5-year-old I knew. And they're basing all of this magic that is given to us on materialism. And it's keeping people in the economic trap, having to spend thousands of dollars to give gifts and get gifts they don't even care about. And then with the kids, they have to give all these gifts. And it's just all about being materialistic. And I know, I used to think, well, it's such a magical moment. Why would Satan invent something that gives me so much magic? I remember Christmas Eve and all of those days, the amount of magic I felt as a kid. And I never feel that magic anymore. Well, why is that? Well, because I realized Santa was fake. And when you realize Santa's fake, the magic kind of goes away, right? Well, that, I think, is the most important reason why it's invented. Santa Claus was invented to trick kids into being atheists. Now, that happened with me. Realized Santa's not real, and then what about God? Invisible guy in the sky? Invisible guy in the sky. You believe in him? You believe an invisible guy has magic powers that you can't see, and then you find out he's fake. And then you go to God and think about God being fake. Now think about that. And it's all Satan's tricks. Create a fake character that has problems with God, but hidden imagery about Satan everywhere. So kids worship him like God, but really they're worshiping Satan. Or not worshiping, but supporting unintentionally. And then they find out that that's not real. And so they think God's not real, while the hidden hand of Satan is doing all the work. Like it's all hidden, it's all Satan's agenda. You realize Santa's not real, the magic of Christmas isn't real, and then I would love to hear how many people drew conclusions between Santa Claus and God, and then realized that Santa wasn't real, and then God came soon after. So that is all, it's a whole lot of evidence to support my claim Santa Claus is satanic, largely satanic. I'm still going to celebrate Christmas because of my family, but it is an issue. I would seriously suggest if you have children, don't make them believe in Santa Claus for all of the evidence I just provided. Either way, God bless everybody in Jesus' name, and happy holidays.